Hi Sunshines, and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a great day. So today you're gonna cook HelloFresh with me. I have to say we are still in love with HelloFresh. I have skipped a couple of weeks, but I have to tell you that week that I was gone for 10 days, HelloFresh showed up at my door. I didn't have to worry because my husband had at least 2 meals taken care of, which was amazing. However, the week I was gone, I forgot to go in and choose our meals for this week. And so, you kind of get what they send you when that happens. That's never happened to us before. But, so we got a stovetop mac and cheese with a broccoli. We didn't put the broccoli in this. We served it on the side with ranch. And at first I was kind of like, wah, wah. I try not to buy pasta with HelloFresh because I think pasta's pretty inexpensive. But because my husband's diabetic and doesn't do pasta, I just did it for myself and the kids after church yesterday, and I had pancetta and green onions, and it was delicious. And it made so much that I just went and got Publix fried chicken, that's our grocery store, for dinner last night because I didn't feel like cooking, and we had enough left over to have some more with our dinner. So that made it easy. Now, the second meal that we got, I had to take a deep breath because there's one meal from my childhood that I did not like. And it's not because my mother couldn't cook it, because people ask my mom, will you make this meal? And for some reason, I just don't love it. So I've never cooked it for my husband. My kids have never had it. My husband, when he saw this card, was so excited because he loves this meal. And it is meatloaf. Meatloaf a la mom. So this is meatloaf a la mom with roasted root vegetables and thyme gravy, which kind of sounds amazing. It's got carrots and potatoes that are gonna be roasted. So I'm kind of glad that it happened this way because I wouldn't normally have bought it, and my husband's really excited about it. It's something new for my kids to try. And you know what? That was from when I was a kid, so I totally may change my mind when I try it, but I thought, you know what? I'm just gonna go for it and have a happy face about it. So I'm gonna go ahead and start the prep work. I need to wash and dry all the vegetables, mince the garlic, grate the shallot, peel the potatoes, half the carrots, that kind of stuff. And I will be right back with the next step, okay? Hold on. All right, so I am back. Basically, we got a whole bunch of thyme that we had to take off the stems, separate the leaves from the stems. We had 2 shallots I had to mince, a bunch of garlic to mince, and oh, I had to do the potatoes. I had to cut those up like fries, and here are the carrots, which are about to go in the oven. I'm gonna put those in for 7 minutes. And for those 7 minutes, we're gonna work on the meatloaf. So I've put the ground beef in here, the shallots, the garlic, the salt, the pepper, and the thyme in here. And I think we just gotta get our hands dirty and get that done. So it says gently combine with hands and then shape into the mixture into 4 1-inch loaves. So we were supposed to put that on the same pan as the vegetables, but my pan's not big enough. So I got a little separate pan to put it in. I just line it with parchment paper because it makes cleanup just a little bit easier. And so here we go. I'm just gonna make sure I'm not missing anything. Okay, so we're gonna brush the top of the meatloaf with ketchup in a minute. I've got 2 packs of this beef. Okay, so this goes in the gravy. And the flour goes in the gravy. All right, I was just doing an inventory to make sure all the ingredients are in the bowl. Have you ever done that where you're done with a recipe and then realize you missed a whole ingredient? Yeah. One time I made blueberry muffins and forgot the blueberries. Winner, winner, chicken dinner, right? All right, so I'm gonna gush this all up. Tell me down below, are you guys meatloaf fans? Do you like it? Some people I know aren't beef people. Some people do a plant-based diet, which I totally get. I love a good hamburger now and then, and a good steak. Although I have to say with HelloFresh, we never did turkey burgers before, but I'm really liking the turkey burgers we've had. We did one with pesto, and then we did another one with like this cranberry mayonnaise, which kind of sounds gross, but it was so incredibly good. These smell delicious. I smell the shallots and the garlic. So it's like a big meatball. Just making sure to get all the good stuff in here. The thyme smells really good. All right, so I'm gonna break these up into 2 big meatballs and then half them again. So, a meatloaf looks like it's gonna be about this size maybe? Let's see. That one might be small. That one might be mine. Maybe I'll add a little bit more to this one. Sort of hard to judge. Okay, I'm gonna break this ball in half. One meatloaf, actually 2 meatloaves are a little bit bigger, so those will be the boys. All right, now you're supposed to take this ketchup and you're supposed to brush the top of the loaves. I'm only gonna brush 3 of the loaves with ketchup because I do not like ketchup, but I'm gonna go and wash my hands because they're all yucky, and then I'll be right back, okay? All right, so I'm back. I have a little brush and my little ketchup. Let me see if I can get you down so you can see what I'm doing here. Can you see them? All right. So basically, I'm just going to dump a little bit of ketchup on each one. I'm not going to put it on mine. And then I'm just going to kind of brush it. I just don't love ketchup either. Am I weird? Okay. So, when the oven timer goes off, we can put the meatloaf in. But while that is cooking, we can begin working on the gravy. So let me go gather those ingredients and I'll be right back, okay? All right, so the meatloaf is gone in and now I am doing the sauce. So basically we had to take a tablespoon of butter. We added the shallots that we had cut, the rest of the thyme, and we're letting that soften up. In a minute, I'm gonna need to whisk some flour in it, but I have a dishwasher full of dishes that haven't been run yet, so real life, I'm using a beater. Don't judge, okay? All right, so now we're gonna add in the flour. The only thing from that in this recipe that I haven't, that they didn't send, and occasionally there are some items, salt, pepper, olive oil are typically the 3 items that are not in your bag. But this one, I needed butter. I needed to add butter to, which is not a problem. But you can look on the recipe card before your recipe comes and make sure that you don't need anything else. And then you're going to add some beef stock. My big saucepan is in the dishwasher too, so I'm doing this, my skillet, sorry. So I'm doing this in a saucepan. All right. Thyme gravy, doesn't that sound good? We actually had thyme gravy, I think, with one of our first chicken dishes, and it was delicious. Delicious. Okay. Doesn't feel like it's got enough liquid in it. Let's see. Whisk and stock and 1 cup of water. That's why I didn't read the directions. All right, so let me add a cup of water real quick. Y'all, I have to tell you that we went to a restaurant the other day, and I was so proud of my kids, and I owe it all to HelloFresh. It was Emma's birthday, and so the chef, we went to a really, really nice restaurant. Like, we cashed in some of our American Express points and went somewhere really nice for her birthday. My husband just really wanted to do that. And so they found out it was her birthday, and they brought out, like, us each a little scallop with, like, a tomato puree on top, and it sat on, like, a little bed of mashed potatoes. I adore scallops. The rest of my family, not so much seafood eaters. And I was like, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap, when they came. And then I was like, all right, I get to eat them all. Every single person at my table picked up their scallop. Emma only ate half. Dawson ate his and the other half of his sister's. They ate cream spinach. They tried creme brulee. They tried something else that was a little weird. But anyway, I was really excited that they were more willing to try other tastes. I know their taste buds are changing, but we have been having different kind of meals with HelloFresh, and I really do think that that is helping. So just wanted to share that little bit. Okay, so let's see. Okay, we're just gonna let this cook down for 3 to 4 minutes. And then the vegetables will be ready very soon. So I'm gonna let this cook for a minute. And let me think if I can tell you anything else. Oh, if you want to try HelloFresh, I'm going to put a code below so that you can get, I believe it's $40 off your first 2 weeks of HelloFresh. So I would definitely try it. Let me tell you, after the funeral, knowing that I was away and that automatically came to my house and my family had at least 2 meals they didn't have to worry about, that was peace of mind. So even if you just try it once, you're in the system. So if something happens where you need an emergency meal the next week, you know, this would be a great service to be able to do that with. We have, like, over spring break when I had more time, we skipped a week and we skipped another week because I just didn't love the recipes, which happens most of the time. We've liked everything. And then my absolute favorite meal they repeated, which I haven't seen them repeat many meals before, but that one must be popular, and I ordered it again, so that's good. But I have all the recipe cards up above my shelf up here so that I can recreate the meals, which is really cool because I just went through them and threw away the ones. We've liked all of them. There hasn't been one that we've been like, this is gross. We've loved every meal, but there are some meals that definitely we loved more than others. Like, we've liked everything, but some we love and some we're like, I don't know if we'd eat that again. Makes sense? Anyway, all right, I'm gonna let this sit. I'm gonna wait to pull out the veggies and I will be right back, okay? All right, you guys, here is my plate. My meatloaf's a little bit smaller than the rest of the family's because I just wasn't sure. But let me tell you, I tasted this gravy and I want to dive in head first into it. It is delicious. So here is the final, get a little gravy here. It's hot. Do you see the steam coming off of it? Okay. That's good. I would eat this again. You know what I think it is? I think that old meatloaf, like, we didn't have like leaner cuts of meat back then, so I just remember it being like really greasy and you know what I mean? And now this is really lean and yummy. I love it with this gravy too instead of the ketchup. This is the way to go. All right, so again, I'll put my link below if you want to try it. Comment below if you have a great meatloaf recipe because now maybe I'm a little more open to trying it. I hope you're having a great day and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye. Okay, you guys, I am back. I am plating everybody's food right now, and I have to say, again, I really like this recipe. I'm eating my words. I think also what is so good about it is it's got that fresh thyme in it and those shallots and garlic, so it's very, very flavorful. And yeah, it's really, really good. So I just had to say that again because I really like it. See you later. Bye.